Diddy diddy diddy, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your fancy ways. Guess that's why they broke in your so bad. Oh, that's Jane seems like a classic groupie slash obsessed person that finally got her man, and she gonna do whatever to keep him. That's all. I mean, I'm sorry, and I know the song is by Biggie and not Diddy, baby. We had to take it back. Diddy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me, and I just love your fancy ways. I guess that's why you the broken your so bad. Whew, Jane. When she sure ain't married. Jane Doe, girl. Who you there for, Jane? Jane, really? Who are you there for? Are you for the prosecution? For the prosecution as a witness for your immunity, or are you really there for your baby, your darling, your man, the one who you just love, who gave you and your son the best life? Then now you're trying to act like I ain't gonna say act because it is not an act, and this is where I split because she's not acting far as a victim because she was a victim. She was a victim of DV. That's what she was a victim of. But being a victim in ex trafficking federal case, not at all. Not at all. Um, Everything she did was willingly because she was just trying to please a man. That's why I said sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Baby, she was in love. You hear me? She was in love with that man. And she was going to show by all means how in love she truly was. To hear this woman talk for the past couple of days have been one she has you on a serious emotional roller coaster when it comes to her testimony. Like one day you like, girl, are you for real? And then it's, oh my God, no, I know we didn't go through that. Oh my God. Then it's, girl, please, you need to shut up. And just like I'm back to, I mean, this is full circle. It's like it's a full circle with this woman. Like literally, I just want to go. But I guess she gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do and tell your lie. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say tell your lie because I don't think she's lying. It's just that the magnitude of her story just ain't cool. Like she's coming at people when they're addressing her about her designer clothes and you know how much that costs, don't you own one? And all this other stuff. She's coming off as entitled prostitute. Prostitute. I don't know if I can say that online, but she's coming like she's an entitled prostitute. Like that's all she's coming off as. She's not coming off as I am a victim. Hey, how you doing, Melissa J. Joes? How you doing? Thank you for joining the live, honey. And it's him. Hi, it's him. Hope y'all are doing good. Like she's not coming off as victim. Like Cassie, that was victim. That was victim. That was a person that was manipulated into a situation. Oh girl, Jane. Diddy found out, hey, she a freak. She a freak. She a for real freak. I mean, I knew she was freaky, but I didn't know she was like that. Okay, she's with it. Let's do this. She just released the demon he had locked up inside him for seven, because she said it took 3 years for him to turn on her, and he didn't turn on her until after Tate came out. That's when her problem started. Well, right before the Tate came out, because he dressed it up as hotel nights, aka freak offs. That's all it was. Like, so she did it. She was amazed. She talked about it. So that's why I said at the beginning, like, girl, what? Because it was like, it was passionate love making for hours, and they did some crazy stuff. And then they had another ex worker to join in, and they just did their thing. And she just loved her baby. Like, he was my boo. He was my chocolate drop. He was my everything. He's my Ernie. I'm his Bert. Like, like the way she was talking about him is so into, like, this is not a woman who is fearful of the man who's forcing her to do all this. But she got jealous, y'all. That's all it is. She got pissed off and she got jealous because he was not treating other women that he was with like he was treating her. And ma'am, he wasn't treating you like that at first until he found out you was with it. Now he found out. Oh, now he found out. You know how they say you can't turn into a housewife. Well, he found out he had him an actual. So he finna treat you like one since you wanna do what you want him to do, and you unleashed that side of him that he was suppressing or trying to run away from. And that's the truth. And so he gave you what you asked. He gave you what you said. Your fantasy. He tried you. One thing about a man, I would say that I've learned in all my years, a man will try you to see how far he can get with you. And when you show him how far he can go, he gonna drag that mug out. And so unfortunately, she had a demon on her hand, and he he had us all with it. This is why I'm not really seeing her as a victim, even though they got into it. But you know, now, whether or not she smashed his head into that table because she gave him that get back because he was trying to get at her, I don't know because we wasn't there. We only can go off of her testimony because right now he ain't talking or and he ain't gonna tell his side of the story. So just listening to her side of the story, they got into an altercation about him cheating on her. She smashed his head. Okay, quite naturally, you hit my head on something, I'm gonna knock you out too. Like, I mean, that's just that. That's just a reaction, especially for a fighter and the type of person he is, he was gonna go off on the deep end anyway. That's why I said from that part, she's a victim. She's a victim of DV. Now, whether or not she calls it, he need to have a little more control. Now he should have left her alone. He should have, hey, get out of here, be out, cut off the rent. I mean, but at this point, he wasn't even paying the $10,000. Or was he 10,000? He was paying $10,000. Look, I ain't finna pay you no more. It's time for me to go. Tell me about this situation. I'm too old for this crap. It was time for him to go, but he didn't want to get that up because he finally found somebody that he could get what he wanted for her, and she was just as twisted as he was, and that's just the real. It wasn't until she found out about Young Miami. It wasn't until she found about the other women, because one thing about him, he's not gonna be a one woman's man. He's not. And another thing I also noticed about him, although him and Kim probably got into fights and stuff like that, arguments or whatever, it don't seem like he's doing it to women of color. I'm talking about women of all color because I look at Latino women as women of color too. And my Indian women as women of color. But I'm talking about far as um, a black woman. He's not doing extent to a black woman other than just treating her bad as he's doing to these other women who are of the Latino descent or who are the Asian descent. And he seemed like he's going to the extreme with him. And I really feel and honestly believe that got something to do with J-Lo, because from what I've been learning that I didn't know about them when they was in that relationship, I thought he was just kind of crazy, controlling. He wanted to control her or whatever. But sources say J Lo was a force to be reckoned with. She wouldn't want to play. Like, she'll get back with you. Like, she would handle him probably about as bad as he was handling her. So, she wasn't with it. So, I think me personally, part of this, because all these freak off to the extent that they were, didn't start happening till after him and J Lo broke up. I just feel like this is his way of that was his way of taking it out on every Latino, every Asian woman that he ever came across. They was gonna have to deal with him the way they was gonna have to deal with him. Now, as far as women in general, he was a womanizer. He didn't have little to no respect for women. Period. So I'm not saying that he treated black women way better than he treated everybody else. No, I'm saying I think he did not treat them on the level that he treated Latinos and Asians, because and maybe because whatever little respect he did have for his mom, although he trying to act like they have a relationship where oh mom, I love you, and that other stuff now. listening to some of the interviews from the people back in the day, and just him and himself in general, he wasn't like that with his mom, and he used to be kind of disrespectful even to his mom. So that's why I said he seemed like he had women issues, maybe, and maybe that's spanned from his mother or whatever. As to why he treated women the way he treated women in general. But it seemed like there was a break when it came to black women. He wasn't going to go that far off the deep end with them versus the way he was doing with Latino and Asian women, and possibly even Caucasian women, white women. So that's just my observation from every single person that keep telling this story. A lot of them are of Latino and Asian descent that he is doing this to, which don't mean absolutely nothing because it's disgusting regardless. But I'm just taking note of that. And then Jane, she was in love with him. She still loves him. She's loves him to this day. And I think the only reason she's really talking, because at one point they was actually talking about, because she was testifying against Diddy, and she was like, I'm not testifying against him. Like, lady, where you been at this whole trial? Like, what you think they're just talking to you because they talking to you about him? They're going after him to put him in prison. That's what they're doing. But she was like, I'm not testifying against him. I'm just telling my story. Well, you're saying you was a victim of controlling and coercion and all this other stuff. So it's like that's where the whole disconnect with her is. That's where she's losing people because of the way she is. uh, and I know there's a victim syndrome where you become so accustomed to it or whatever, that you fall in love with them. This is a slightly different type of thing. This is not that. This is a woman scorn more so than anything. Um, because I honestly believe if she thought for 1 second that he would leave these women alone and just completely be with her, she'll be his jail wife. Even if he go off to prison, she will be right there with him. Telling how much she loved him, and you my baby, you my snookums, you're my diddy do you my whatever. She will be there to the end until she can't be there no more. Because I really do think she truly loved this man. Even till today, because literally when he got arrested, she was with him. They had a freak off in 2023, um after right before Cassie exposure. So and so that's what's kind of hurting the prosecution when it comes to her. But like I was saying in my video that I had released earlier, um I don't think they got her so much, so they're probably titling it for that. But I think they said that to get her to speak, so that way if she can kind of have an out because of her situation that she's now left in. You got to think about it. She's a single mother of a child who is a well-known. He's a well-known person in the industry as well. She popped, and the child is still of underage, so she might be facing child custody now. That's probably why she didn't really want her name exposed. Which what they're saying is, even though that she's claiming DV, she's really not a DV victim, and she's about to try to put this man away for the rest of his life. That he should be able to address her just like anybody else, because we know Cassie, right? We know Cassie went through the same thing. We know, even though Mia, she used Mia too, but Mia wasn't really in a relationship, so I can understand Mia. I can't really understand her because they were actually in a relationship. So and anybody could figure this out if they knew who he was talking to right before he got arrested. So like, girl, what? Like, you can't really hide your identity like that. And especially with the details that you're sharing. I mean, she even went so far as to say what outfit she had on. Like, I mean, she described her outfit to the T. And these are celebrities. These are people who are in the limelight. So paparazzi are snapping pictures all the time. People are snapping pictures of you all the time, so people can pair up outfits like that. Her girl, I mean, like I said, I don't know. She's all over the place to where you want to feel sorry for her because of the evil, disgusting man that he is, but you can't feel sorry for her because of what she accepted and what she herself allowed herself to be in. Um, and it's still all boiling down to $10,000 rent, $1,500 food, trips, the lifestyle he provided. I mean, she even told, what really kind of threw me today was when she talked about the iconic rapper that she flew out with, and then she ran into Antoine, and the iconic rapper recognized Antoine, and they were talking about hooking up or whatever, and then they actually watched Freak Off, where she watched this Freak Off, and she flashed her tatas to everybody. That ain't giving victim. I'm sorry, that ain't giving, that's giving willing participant. I'm sorry. She flashed tatas and was making the schedule arrangements for the iconic rapper and her and Diddy and Antoine to, do what they do. And that's what really threw me with her testimony today. I'm like, girl, you just seal the deal. Like, for the defense on you anyway. Like, you just sold your testimony straight up rebel with that one. Um But and then on top of that, sources say allegedly that Kanye West came up to the courthouse, and the marshals would not allow him to come into the courtroom because they felt like he detoured um, the jury and everything in a negative light. So they did not allow him to come in. So like, look at this. Okay, so this was Thursday that he came to the courthouse. On Wednesday, she was telling the story of the iconic rapper, and just so happened iconic rapper show up next day. Although he and our iconic, we ain't gonna say it was him because everybody is speculating it's either Kanye West and Bianca or his girlfriend Brianna Bianca or either Jay Z and Beyonce. That's what the whole speculation is, and it's crazy. I even watched um Ray J go on Nancy Ray, and he was defending P. Diddy because he was like, he can't see him doing any of this stuff. I mean, he did this stuff. He just ain't saying what he just ain't saying it to the level that they said it was. But he was defending him. And then Nancy Gray did an update after Ray J came on her show, and they said Ray J went down. I mean, went out the country. It's like people are trying to separate themselves and they're getting away. Like, and it just making me wonder, like, how many more people are tied into this? Like, I'm not saying Ray was at the freak offs with him, but I'm just saying, like, your actions is showing like you just as guilty as he is. Like, to me, when people be trying to make up excuses, we don't know what anybody would do. You can't say what I would do. I can't say what you would, even if I knew you. I don't know y'all, but I can't even tell you what my own children would or would not do. We're our own separate people, and behind closed doors, if you think ain't nobody ever gonna find out, you might do some crazy stuff. So to be that instead of, oh, they would never, you can never say what anybody won't do. The only thing to say is what somebody did that you know that they did do. You can't say what they wouldn't do because you don't know what deep thoughts are going out inside their minds or whatever. So the fact that he was like just going so confidently in that Diddy was innocent, and then he all of a sudden allegedly he goes out of the country, it just makes him look like you're trying to get away before you get caught up in the name drops, Because one thing I can say about Jane, although I don't feel like she is a victim, I feel like she definitely gave out a lot of information, and Homegirl called out a lot of people. Uh, Based off of her testimony, she was telling on a lot of people, not just Diddy. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do this live while I'm here making my products to put on my in my store. But she dropped a lot of nuggets, y'all. She told a lot of stuff. She revealed a lot about a lot of people. So like, and y'all can't take that from her, regardless if we believe she was a victim or not. She still told. Because one thing about it, she had to. If she would have told a lie, she would have purged herself on that stand. She could face jail time just as much as Diddy can. So there's no benefit to her for lying. So that's why I'm saying I don't think she's lying. I just don't think um it's in the same text as Cassie, which they don't need it. They really don't. A lot of people keep thinking that they need to prove all this stuff with Rico, and they don't. It's 37 crimes associated with RICO, and as long as they can prove two over a 10-year period, they got you. That's all they need. So they don't need two of each case. They don't need that. They just need two separate cases, two separate times in 10 years. Not let it happen every single day for 10 years. In an organized fashion, with with an organization such as an illegal organization or a legal organization, and they got it. They got him on that. Hands down, they got him on that. So I think, like I keep saying, I think her testimony was just to solidify everything, not so much say she's a victim. Because prosecution, they have a 97% success rate. That means they darn near never lose. So they already knew this. These people ain't dumb. This ain't their first rodeo, okay? So, but they're gonna try to portray a story just to get people to listen to what's going on. They already know whether or not they can prove this case or not, and their case is strong even without her. It was just a witness that could kind of seal everything together. That's all she was. I'm interested to see the people that they're getting ready to bring because she called a lot of people out, not just celebrities. I'm talking about employees in her testimony, talking about how they all got together and organized and said how he was going to do this and how he was going to. She told on a lot of people, child. She ran them out, and so either these people now going to have to state evidence and speak for the prosecution, or they going to jail. They wait to speak on P Diddy. And who all think P Diddy gonna actually take that stand and speak? That's what I want to know. Who all think P Diddy's gonna think, oh, I got this. I've been doing this for years. I know how to talk to people, and ultimately take that stand to speak on his own behalf. Me personally, I think he's gonna do it because I just think his cockiness will not allow him not to do it because he feel like he the man and he can talk his way out of anything. So I think he gonna give it one last try, and then one last try gonna make sure it's gonna seal the deal and put him in there for the rest of his life. Uh, if he was smart, he'll just sit his behind down and let the state have to prove their own case and not self-incriminate himself. But it ain't gonna happen, y'all. He gonna definitely take that stand. He definitely gonna want to say what he want to say. I mean, all throughout the trial, he's been working his attorney's nerves, writing down stuff to say, getting upset with people, making eye contact with the jury, trying to get them to side with him. Thank you, thank you, thank you for going there acting a fool and screaming, Diddy, they laughing on your legacy. They laughing at your legacy. You know, paying people and stuff like that. That's his ego. So with everything inside me, I know this man gonna take a stand. I already know he is. He can't help himself, y'all. He is gonna get up there and talk, and as sure as he get up there, that's gonna be it for him. For sure, for sure. They got him, but they really gonna have him on that note. And what everybody keep looking over is, oh, he got the dream team. They're not gonna let him talk or whatever. That's a lie because it ain't up to the dream team. They're gonna ask him. They're gonna say, is there anything else you would like to say? Um, do you feel like you need to that you haven't been heard and you want to say something on your case? And the minute they open that flow up, he gonna walk himself right on through them. And that's gonna be what solidifies this whole thing. He's going to literally talk himself right on to cell block number 5, right next to, I don't know, it's Suge Knight in New York state penitentiary. He gonna be right on down there with the rest of his compadres and Hard Kelly and all them. Cause they got him. They definitely got him. But it ain't gonna because of Jane, y'all. I just want y'all to know that it's definitely not gonna be because of her. She just brought more people so that they could use their testimony against them. Um, because baby, she would not testify. Trust me, this woman loved herself, some P Diddy. She ain't gonna testify against that man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't care how mad she get at him. She ain't gonna testify against him. Because she loves him. And to her, she can forgive for anything. She just hurt. And you got to think about it. She ain't really have time to get over her hurt. I mean, soon as she finds out about casting and she thinking she's special with her hotel nights, only to find out Cassie been doing the freak offs like forever, and so ain't nothing special about what you doing because Cassie been doing the same thing you doing. And then she finds out he's still around here messing around with her when I'm sure he probably told her he wasn't he wasn't gonna do it. I mean, up until he got caught. She just hurt, and she ain't have time. She hasn't had time to process this. Because just it was what 2024 that he got arrested. He's been in there. He's been in jail for almost a year now. So she ain't have time to. She done cried it to herself, but she ain't been able to address it with him. Far as all the information she's taking in, so she's just hurt. She's just a woman scorned. That's all it is. Um, because in my heart's a heart, that woman would dare not tell a baby her Bernie, as she called him. She say, I am his Bert and he is my Ernie. That's some serious foolishness right now. That is some serious foolishness. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't I personally don't understand uh I don't understand, a woman just leaving the situation. I hear the stories, I sympathize with them, whatever. Um, I ain't even fathom, what they're going through or what they had to go through in the situations. Because me myself, baby, I'm the one of the ones that would have been locked up for real. In fact, I have been locked up for trying to take a nigga head off who tried it and never tried it again. Right? So I just that's just me. That's just my personality. I just couldn't deal with it. And baby, me and you'll be tussling, and you have to go on about your business, and I just have to figure out what's going on with myself because I couldn't be in that situation. I've seen it. I've had family members who have passed from DV. Um, so I'm not sensitive to it. But in that being said, I know what true DV is. And baby, she ain't it. Every time I hear you saying Bianca, they right. Bianca, you make my world go round. Bianca. I wanted to say that so bad. I don't know if that lady's name was Bianca or not, but I sure was going to sing my song. I said, oh shoot, Kanye girlfriend. I think her name is Brianna. Is it Brianna? But baby, she's gonna be Bianca today. Bianca. Yeah, Angela. Man, this trial is like it's it's like an S show. It's like an S show for real. A S show. And I can't really say the real word, but this is some foolishness. And then I was listening to Suge Knight on an interview. Child, Suge Knight giving interviews on the prison cell. That's how serious this is. This is how serious this is. They interviewing Suge Knight from the prison cell. But they were talking to him, and he was saying, I don't know if y'all caught that video, but he was saying that back in the day, they had rituals for people coming into the industry, and one the ritual was you had to get an egg, an egg that you crack open, scramble, boil, however you like your eggs. You had to take the egg, the whole egg, stuck up your bum bums, right? And if the egg broke, they said you wasn't ready. So this tells you that this have been going on forever. These little crazy behind, sick behind rules or whatever. The trial is as dramatic as OJ said. No, this is beyond OJ. This is beyond OJ. This is on a whole nother level of sicko. Yes. So with the he said they shoved it up that bum bum. If the egg broke, they said they wasn't ready. They had to put in more work. Basically meaning they had to keep getting pounded until the egg can go up in their bum bum and stay up there without cracking. That's nasty. But that goes to show you how long have Suge Knight been in prison, and this is what he's telling you about what was going on. That goes to show you how long this has been going on. And I'm not giving Diddy no excuse. I ain't giving him no room for no excuses. Um, but his take is true. He's just doing what someone has did to him. This is the industry. This is what people have been made. Suge Knight said, I don't get down like that because he'll crack a joke head open before he has somebody do him that. But that's how everybody got down. And before Diddy became famous the way he was, almost everybody that talks about him as a kid, he got respect from the streets because of his dad. But him as a person, as a man, he was a lame. He didn't know how to talk to women. They considered him ugly. Nobody really dealt with him like that. It wasn't that he got the money, power, and then people sort of respect him, but really these people didn't respect him. They respect his money, want to be a part of his money. They could care less about him, So basically, it's like Suge saying he was a product of he was a victim of his surroundings. Uh, that's all he knew. So that's all he was ever gonna be because basically he was doing what others have done to him, which make you wonder, like out of all the people who've done this to, the cycle continues. It's just not people either ashamed or they just don't. They're ashamed or they're afraid to talk about it, depending on how high up it goes. Trust me, he ain't the only one. And I'm sure there's somebody above him. That's why I honestly feel once he's convicted, homeboy is going to sing like a canary. You hear me? He's gonna tell the world everything. And that's why these celebrities are getting out of this country. But in the country. And the thing is, they better stay behind right on over here because they get over there and they think they're gonna come back. And Trump been on head of where they can't come back. So that's why a lot of people are getting up out of here that is in that celebrity world because a lot of stuff, this is just, it's going to start trickling down. A lot of stuff is about to expose a lot of people. And I think like after this trial, Hollywood, the entertainment industry is never going to be the same like it was. Like, it's not. Um, Either people are gonna get embarrassed to where they don't want to show their face no more because they mess is gonna be out there, or they're gonna be facing charges. Because best to believe, there is other stuff they got pending. Depending on the outcome of this. And it's probably already formally, or it's probably gonna be like a continuation of this. More people are gonna be going to jail, and that's for sure. Behind all this stuff, they starting with the top and they working their way down. So when people saw that P Diddy, because here's the crazy part, that man, some of the biggest parties known to celebrity history. How come ain't nobody talking up for him except for Dum Dum Ray J? I mean, who and his best friend in the world? Like, how come nobody else is saying anything? Kevin Hart did he made a joke at the award show the other night, and nobody, I mean nobody made any comment from it. Either they did it, they just didn't want to be associated with it and got caught on camera to see that they was laughing or whatever with it, or they was afraid to. That spoke volumes because he was like, we ain't have no parties up in here. Everybody got to go home after this. We see what them parties get us. Uh, Predicted this stuff will be revealed, right? So, and that when I saw that with that award, I was like, how deep is this? Like nobody. I mean, you see, like, I mean, but they was really not trying to laugh or not trying to show any expression towards this. But it was fun. It really was. I mean, hey, you might as well laugh because after y'all gonna be crying when all this stuff come out. And then to see Jamie Foxx, oh my God, like I almost broke down in tears when he was talking, you know, and he was talking with his, because it just make you wonder, like, how many people's lives have really been affected by this stuff that's been on? How many people have been, because we know it was like heavy drugs, being given out, stuff being slipped into people's drinks and stuff like that. How many people have been victimized and either passed away because of these secrets or this stuff that's going on in Hollywood, or been off, or have fallen sick? I'll be sure. Prince. I'm talking about him on one of my lives a while back. Prince. He suddenly passed away from an overdose. And this man don't even put stuff in his body, and stuff in his body like medicines and stuff, like he was a naturalist and stuff like that. But he overdosed. Are y'all serious? Jamie Foxx, I'll be sure, got really sick mysteriously. Right, Angie Stone. Exactly. Well, Angie Stone, I think they took her out of here because they didn't want to pay her money. Um, but Michael, even down to Michael Jackson, they were even saying how Michael Jackson probably was tied into this thing Diddy too, because he knew something. He had known something. Because remember when they found that tape with Prince, well, Prince was telling it all on that tape that they played in court. Where Prince revealing everything that he had found out when he was at part remember at one of Diddy's parties. And remember in one of those testimonies, they said how Diddy was beating up on Cassie, and it was Prince bodyguards who pulled him off of her. So that right there, that solidified everything Prince was saying on his tape. And Prince ain't even here no more. Prince is dead and gone. But he said, if Prince said, if something happened to me, I wanted to make this tape because I want y'all to know somebody did this to me. This if I after I record this and something happens to me, it wasn't me. It was because of somebody else. The man had already had feeling that something was going to happen to him, and sure enough, quote unquote overdose. Yeah, right. Princess was powerful as right. It's like man, these people are talking for the grave. You know. Well, I know I ain't talking for the grave, no, but the good Lord revealing what all that happened. But you can't dismiss this stuff. Oh, I say they better look at Kim Porter, because they around here. Them kids gonna feel sicker than a dog if they realize they daddy took out their mama. You know what I'm saying? And they around here offering him up support, which they should, because that's their dad. I wouldn't take that from them. You want to be there for your father or whatever, but child, P Diddy ain't right. That fool ain't right. You hear me? I don't know why I'm gonna have to do the other one like this. I did not mean to do this. I'm saying running my mouth. Um, that's an evil man. And I said this before. I will say it again. I think he I think after he realized who his father was, after being lied to from his mom about who his father actually was, and he had a feeling that's who he was. I think he really did try to idolize his dad. I really do think he did. On top of everything else, um, that he had done got himself into. They was talking about his whole sexuality thing, like he was. I mean, Jane pretty much told that too. She was saying he's gay, and she felt like he was gay and really wasn't able to express himself sexually um during those times. And hey, I mean, it's out now. Like now, people can say that, man. But back in the day, you wouldn't say that. Like especially if you was no man, you wouldn't say you was into nothing like that. People kept that on the DL for real. That's where they get the DL from, down low. People back in our time, in our day, that was like that, just couldn't really say they was like that. So I believe it, Um, but baby, he got to get all the D he can. You hear me? And trying to cover the story without getting censored or blocked out. But it's like, especially Jane, man, her story was just like a PORN movie. Like, girl, are you serious? And she was old. Like, no, I ain't gonna say she old, like she's 60 or 70, but she's an older woman. She should have known better. I don't know. Maybe I can't get past that part. Maybe that's kind of got me to where I just can't, it's just not coming off right with her. I don't know. Because how many older women gonna stand for some mess like that? I mean, he was telling her you gonna take that D and you need to suck this. And we ain't even talking about your man, you talking about other men. And she said hundreds of men, not one or two men, but hundreds of men, to the point where she was doing it for days on end and she was tired and she was drained and she was sore and she couldn't do nothing. And I'm sure she was swole up down there. I'm in nowhere in the world. You did it that many times with that many men, and you wasn't swollen and sore and all this other stuff. Yeah, that girl. That's what I said in my video. Money makes up this unthinkable. That's beyond this world. That's beyond this world. I don't even think prostitutes do it that much. The way he picked the women out. Like, no. Mm-mm. They ain't even getting down like that. And then I also was watching this one. If she was definitely around, so that lady wasn't lying. She had told her story like 20 years ago. She was considered a video vixen, and they was doing like a how the feds had and raided him. They was talking about build up and everything that was surrounding P Diddy or whatever, and they was all giving their testimonies and people were talking about it. They did this whole like a Dateline thing on P Diddy, and she had told her story 20 years ago, and nobody believed her. Everybody was saying that she was. I don't remember that, but 20 years ago, I was going through some stuff that I probably wasn't sitting in front of the TV looking at nothing. 'Cause my life was just chaotic, going through my issues with my ex-husband. But she said she had did interview, and she was trying to tell everybody, but nobody would believe her. But now she was like, everybody's listening now because of what's going on now. And she basically was telling her and how he kind of tricked her out, and she went against her family. She had got on drugs and other stuff. And he was basically doing stuff like that to her as well. And then she actually was talking about underground tunnels, which surprisingly, I'm like, when are y'all going to talk about the underground tunnels? When are y'all going to talk about the children? Because if this B was out here doing this to these kids, he needs to be in jail for the rest of his lifetime, 100. Okay, like y'all need to throw the free book at him for real. I mean, to the point where if somehow he make it through, put him right back in there a couple of more times. Like, um, so and they're not bringing any of this up. So I don't know. They still got. They say the prosecution say that they're going to have testimony through Friday. They're probably gonna wrap it up by next Friday, another week or so. Um, well, they said by Wednesday or Friday of next week. So, child, we'll see. We'll see, y'all. Mm. What? But what take on it? Do y'all believe Jane? Y'all think Jane is a victim? I believe her story. Like I keep saying, I believe her story 100%. I don't think she lied not by the least. The story, so even with me knowing she's not lying, the story still ain't coming off as victim. But what do y'all think? Yeah, yeah, they're gonna need counseling. And that jury number six, I can I have a strong feeling it's because of immigration. That joker ain't supposed to be over here, or maybe a family member of his came over here and they're trying to put him out too. Because Trump is on that he on that buffoonery right now. He's sending everybody back home. You heard about the social media guy, the one that be usually how people be doing stuff with extreme, and then he make it like this is crazy. It's easy. Why you just didn't do this? Girl got deported a couple of days ago. They deported his behind right on back over to Africa. Like I think they said he went to France because he's a soccer player as well. But they got him up out of here. And then they raided you say jury number six. Right. Baby, ICE is gonna come up there. That's what I was getting ready to say. They raided a company that had over 100 employees that was illegal. Girl, they was all up to the ceiling trying to get away from them people. They were hiding behind products and stuff. They was locking them people up with those ties, those plastic ties. Like it was crazy. It was like they was rounding up roaches and rats for real. Like it was sickening. It was sickening. But far as far as that owner of that company, he need to go to jail. If you had that many illegal people working for you, then that was you. They shouldn't even be penalized. It's straight after his behind. Or if they're gonna send them out, they need to throw him in jail because he knew what he was doing. So he didn't know darn near all his employees was illegal. ISIS goddamn. No, I'm not in agreement with this at all because they are literally going into daycares, taking kids out of daycare, shipping them out, going into churches, going into schools, snatching people out up out of there and sending them straight over. They called in, and that's what really pissed me off because I'm a military fan. We have military in our family. My ex-husband was military. My dad was military for 26 years. He literally called the National Guards and the Marine Corps on his own people. That is crazy. He's looking for anything to do martial law. He is looking for anything to do that. And he literally about to cause war on his own people. No one is standing in front of Home Depot and Lowe's for work for day work. Right. Man, but could you blame them though? Like because like some people he's sending back and they were born here. If you're born here, that you automatically got citizenship. And they talking about some we're the only ones that's doing that. That's a lie. It's 30 other countries that do this on top of the US. So like he wrong for this. He is dead wrong for what he's doing. And he using our troops to do this foolishness. You know. And they're forced to do it. They're forced to carry it out because if you don't, they just get thrown in the bread. So, but he is wrong. They need to get his behind up out of there. Elon Musk said he's going to do everything in his power to impeach him. He said for those that are coming against him, he said if he can't get him out of there, Trump only got 4 years in that seat. Y'all another 40 that y'all gonna be dealing with him with 40 more years. And this is crazy because y'all done pissed off a man that that is smart as crap, done is over machines that's basically trying to take over everything that we got. You piss them off. Imagine what he's concocting up. Like Trump he ain't all the way there. I'm sorry. Imagine what this man can do with what you don't allow him to see, information that you don't allow him to have access to that he shouldn't have had access to begin with. It's like I don't know, man. What type of world are we living in, Angela? It's just feel like end times for real. We in the last for real, for real. Every day. Every day you turn on the TV, or it ain't even just turning on TV no more. Every day you go online, you finding out something new. And then another plane went down. Surprisingly, they did find one person that was still alive on the plane. Um, but another plane went down. These planes dropping out of the sky left and right, man. I ain't getting on nobody plane. You couldn't be enough. I'm sorry. I'll pass. Them babies dropping out of the sky just a little bit to me, honey. Ooh, Ooh, I almost came too close to that one. Almost messed that up. I ain't got well, I don't want to feel like resewing this. I'm a modder on another channel and one of the viewers being vocal towards me, so I put him in timeout. Hey, yeah, you know how they get sometimes, man. These people be tripping. These trolls on YouTube, they something else. Hmm. Baby, yeah, time them out or block them all together. With everything going on, anybody got time for all that? Mm. Yeah, y'all also got to check my I just in these past 3 days I've been working on my Shopify website. So y'all need to go on there and check my stuff that I be making. I put up some stuff online up under Tamira's Divine Creation. Um Basically is my name. So TamiraDivineCreation.com. That's www.tamara Tamira Divine Devine creation creations .com. Go on my website and check my merchandise. Oh, I be making all kinds of stuff, Angela. I right now I'm doing some I was running my mouth, I was doing some anklets. So on the website I have anything. That's my list over there. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's what while I was my studio room. I was turning this into like my little studio of making all my products as well. But I make anklets, bonnets, headbands, ties, do rags for men. Um, I make wallets, coin purses, key changes, wristlets. I try to make a whole bunch of stuff. I have combination combo collections that kind of go together, y'all. It's all out there for y'all to see. And I do custom made tutu dresses. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add because I was just doing tutu dresses for like for little kids or costumes. And then like if you wanted to order a shirt, you had to order your own shirt to go with it. But girl, now I think I'm gonna just go ahead and start making the shirts as well. Um, so it's basically like apparel for your head, clothes for kids. Right. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Yeah, I'm up late, child. Nikki, go check out my channel. Go check out my website. I just put it up today. I've been working on it for the past 2 days. It's to me divinecreation.com. You know my name. Divine is spelled with an E. I know it's supposed to be spelled with I, but it's mimicking my middle name. So it's spelled with an E, creation.com. Y'all check out my website. Support your girl over that way. Now y'all know I do not like having multiple channels. I am one who say do not do it, especially because it's just so hard on YouTube to try to get it monetized. I am monetized on this channel. So I'll just do like little commercials for myself, sort of be like a brand for my own channel, I guess. Because I just refuse to do two channels for YouTube. Like that, it's just too much work. But I do have Tamara Duration on Facebook, as well as I have Tamara Divine Creations on Instagram as well. So you can check out like products there when I upload. And I think I know I have like advertisement pages for Tamara Divine Creation on Facebook. But yeah, y'all check me out. Support your girl. Oh, I'm also doing laptop covers as well. Let's see. Uh, I will be having candles coming to my thing. My makeup is gonna be made for me. Actual candles. Um, Tote bags and bags you can get them personalized as well as I do gift baskets. Now I'm not really advertising the gift baskets except for like around the holidays. That's when like of course Mother's Day already went. Father's Day's coming up. But for Christmas, giving and stuff like that. Mr. Tyrone said you a rapper. He was looking at one of the videos the other day. Oh, hey, Mr. Tyrone. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all know I used to love rapping when I was younger, but I just be having fun. You hear me? And so it's gift baskets as well. Oh, and hair bows. So I do like I do the scrunchies. I do the barrettes, the big barrettes and the small barrettes. I think right now on the website I got the choo choo barrettes up, but I'm it uploading that stuff to Shopify, so else with all the codes and all that other crap you got to put on there. So it's a lot more stuff I have to upload on there. Um, I'm looking for more little boy stuff. Like I did a couple of costumes, but I don't know if I want to really get into selling those. I was making cowboy chaps and cowboy costumes for little boys. But Halloween and stuff is going to be coming up, so I'll probably be working on stuff to add for those holidays for the ones that like Halloween. I don't do it, but I know other people do. So make sure y'all just keep up with my website and see the new stuff I'm dropping, as well as I probably within the next month or so, I think I'm gonna be introducing a little of my budgeting items on here. So if you're into budgeting, if y'all into cash, okay, budgeting. Yeah, if y'all into budgeting for the binders, the saving challenges, I'm gonna be putting stuff up like that. I'm designing in the process of designing them now, so they're not up, but it will definitely be going online as well. So it's basically all things handmade by me. Um, I will be your cowboy. Okay, Omar, you must just got off work and well, you not just off work, but you must be at the house drinking or something. All right, you're gonna be the cowboy. But yeah, check me out and support your girl. Support your girl. Y'all know I got my shirts, which I said now that I done finally said, okay, I probably should just go ahead and make my own shirts. I guess I can start printing them myself. Um, but I do have on Printify. I have my Ski Atlanta commentary shirt, y'all. I designed some Mother's Day shirts. You can still get them if you want them, but I will be putting out the Father's Day shirts for the fathers from June 15th because that's Father's Day, y'all. I believe it's June 15th. Miss Nikki, I already know you got something planned. Uh, Not your cowboy. Girl, Omar's a mess. He is a whole mess. But I know you got something nice planned for Mr. Tyrone. Yeah, it's this Sunday, the 15th. Yeah, I was right, man. I was right. That means we're already in the 13th. I think I uploaded that video on the 13th. Friday the 13th, y'all. Whew. Y'all see my little light, my little if y'all look over my head, you'll see my little lights that I put up. Hold on, I ain't got them turned on. Got all this stuff all over me. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I turned my little lights on. I don't know if y'all can see them over there. Those lights that I got, I was just testing them out. I'm gonna put more to go alongside the door, and I'll probably put some on along some side of the wall. So when I'm facing this way, my whole back wall will light up. Um, yeah. Trying to get something going on here since my skin and commentary colors are black and gold, black and yellow, however you want to look at it. I got the those yellow flowers with the greenery. I think that's gonna be really nice when I get it all up and going. Those lights are pretty. Thank you, Angela. Yeah. I said, I hope people don't think I was gone. I just had to back away just a little bit. I was working on my website. I was working on my back off stuff, so that kind of took up a little bit of my time. I couldn't really post, but I was definitely keeping up. And I'm gonna start back doing instead of doing every day, every video for Country Wayne because that is just so complex, y'all, to keep up with that. What I'm gonna do is call a wrap up for the day. So watching the videos. At the end of the day, I'm gonna do a wrap up of the Country Wayne, give my take on. Actually, y'all know how I do. I thought you was in the courtroom. No, I am not in the courtroom. Remember, I was supposed to drive up there because well, I thought it was 3 hours away. It's actually three and a half, maybe four, depending on if I get caught up in traffic from where I'm at. Um, but when I got bit by that darn spider, that changed everything right there, y'all. No. And I'm kind of glad I didn't actually go up there because they be having some buffoonery going on out that door at that courthouse, boy. I don't witness people online getting into during their altercations. They had the whole Gene Deal scandal with the tails and all that. Girl, these people around here crazy. You mean? Um, mm. I said, and I don't have I don't have that kind of money behind no bodyguard and paying people $150 on the low end to hold my space in line if I have to go to the bathroom or run somewhere before they let us inside the courthouse. I ain't quite equipped like that. It's just me. I'm getting a two jobs. I can buy you better. Like, hey, do that. Hey, I'm gonna hold you to it, Omar. You hear me? I'll be like, where my lights at? Yeah, I don't turn down no offers, man. Not no help. So if you want to buy me some more lights, go right on ahead. No shade here. Uh, thank you, Omar. Go ahead. Go ahead and get me them lights for my door and for my wall. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button up in here. We done had a good little amount of people running through here throughout this live. So make sure y'all hit that. All right, tell him Angela. Go ahead and hit that super chat, Omar. Show us what you're really working with. Hit that like button, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this live. I really do be having a good time talking to you. I just here lately, I just been so caught with everything. God darn it. Come on. Now I gotta start this all the way back over. Man, y'all should have seen it when I had both of the Omars up in here. And that darn oh my God. I can't even think of his name now. Mister that be going around player from the Himalaya. They be jumping from channel to channel talking to all these different women talking about he married. We always having a good old time up in here. When are you going to be my girlfriend? Yeah, when I'm gonna be your girlfriend, Omar? Mm-hmm. See, man, you been on bump head. I see a new content creator get like 1,000 so fast to get to 1,000 so fast reviewing country. Right. You can. That's how I actually got close to 1,000. I got close to 1,000 by doing my country Wayne reviews, and I literally got the majority of those subscribers like within a day or two. It didn't even take that long. Like I went from 42 like to almost 800 subscribers in one day after I started doing my country Wayne reviews. Um, but that's when I was like really doing them. Like every time he dropped one, I was right behind him doing it, and it was exhausting as crap. But I was covering the Shayla and Anthony and Amber story when it had first broke out, and that's what kind of got me notarized for that because nobody was talking about it. I happened to been up early one morning when he did it because I couldn't fall asleep. I saw it. I rushed to do the video, and everybody was like, "No, no!" And I had the clip so everybody could see it. And they was like, "No, it gotta be a dream. It must be a dream." I'm like, "No, it's not a dream. It's actually happening." And people started signing up to my channel, and it was going good. I kind of fell off. I think that's where I messed up at. I messed up to a point, but I didn't because it allowed me to see what was really going on my channel. But I kind of slowed up from doing it, and then my thing kind of had tapered off because everybody was there for the country Wayne. But now, like my subscriber is kind of evened out now. Like a lot of people know me for exposures, a lot of people know me for my commentary now. And basically that's what I was doing when I was doing the review. It was like commentary. I wonder if they will write her off. She was arrested, Shayla. Oh, I know. They ain't gonna write her off. I don't know who Shayla is to Wayne because baby, it's like her and Anthony can do no damn wrong up in that country Wayne skit. Did you see her mugshot? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, Shayla got bailed out. She got bailed out. She only was there for like a day, like either over the weekend or something like that. She didn't stay that long. It seemed like a lot of them be getting arrested because so did oh girl, she got arrested and they wrote it into him. Melissa, she actually got arrested too. Then the guy, Angel, he had got arrested for scamming. He really got arrested. So what ended up happening is when Country Wayne be putting stuff in like that be actually happening in real life. Like when they was in Jacksonville, which where I'm from, I knew exactly where Frank had the accident at. I know the exact spot and everything. They were actually in Jacksonville. He actually had got into an accident, and they wrote it into the story. Angel, I did get arrested too. And we're like, right, yeah, man. Wayne said he ain't no opportunity to make no money. He ain't gonna stop. He's gonna write it right on in here, even down to when Tamara was getting the people was closing up her shop. They wrote that into there because they was having a flash flood warning over in the area, and he wrote it in the story. I'm surprised he didn't do something with the forest fires and stuff. Remember, that's when he kind of took off for a day or two, and they wasn't making videos. I think he had to go back and check on his house or something. But I was shocked when he didn't do something covering that. They always keeping it real. Right on into. What do y'all think about Calvin and Brittany? That Amber, she ain't got no friends, baby. She ain't got no friends at all. That darn line behind Brittany ain't no different than Shayla. Around here messing with Calvin. And he told me something, I'm ready to take it to the next level. I'm like, don't you still date what's his name? Little man, little dark chocolate. I can't even think of his name now. Uh Anthony best friend, start with a D. Devin or whatever. Dallin, yeah. Aren't you still dating him? Like, girl, I just wish he pop up right onto her house while he over there. And what y'all think gonna happen when they find out they stepbrother, stepsister? They end up bumping and grinding, and that's your stepbrother. I mean, I know there's no blood relation, but still, ew. Mom and daddy was bumping and grinding, and now y'all bumping and grinding. Step punches. Right, step punches. Oh, they gon' oh. I honestly think Amber gonna get her back for this one because Amber gonna still go after Calvin because she knew good and well Amber liked Calvin from the get go. But I kind of fought Amber for that because she shouldn't have never fooled up with Enrique Ingles, a victim. She should have never fooled up with it because she really wasn't into him like that. Listening to that goddamn Brittany. But that makes me think Brittany was trying to push her off on him because she always had her eyes on Calvin. She always wanted Calvin. And she wanted to make sure Amber wasn't gonna be no competition. So she convinced that girl to talk to Victor, knowing good and well she wasn't into that man. And he was using her anyway for the green card. So I'm wondering, are they gonna write him off the show and say ISIS came and picked his man? ISIS came and picked his tail up. Right, that's what I'm saying. Are they gonna write it into the storyline that ISIS picked his butt up? And then that crazy behind Latoxi with Phil with the fake baby. Girl. I got victim behind. Because they just stopped talking about him altogether. But that darn Latoxi, Phil gonna mess around and he gonna really get her pregnant because he keeps sleeping with her. And that's what she wants. She wanted him to so she can finally get her baby. But Phil went and told her mama. I hadn't actually sat down and watched them all the way through, but I know they say he went and told her mama that she supposedly is pregnant. Nina got poor Lawrence running in the streets hollering, right, because Earl Dumbo wouldn't listen to nobody when they tried to tell him she was a scammer and a con artist. Why would you get yourself set up to where this girl can fool you to make you think she's pregnant from you? When you know she was a artist and a scammer. Yeah, but that relationship with they forced that relationship with Lawrence and Eric, Lawrence and Erica, and we also found out that um Erica got a $2 million. It was old girl. She took it for her son because her son really ain't Diablos. It's that's D stepbrother, half brother. That's daddy son. She the one who got that money. So Erica daddy just left his money to his because Sarah wasn't his. That's what that boiled down to. Man, I said them during Country Wayne skits. And what do y'all think about Tamar and Brittany? Like mama, like daughter. Her Tamar, 18 years old, and Brittany, what, 20, 25, 26, 27. Young Britt looking goofy. Tamar and his girlfriend leave her behind on the staircase. I didn't see that one yet, but I know she was hurt when Tamar told his girlfriend, "I love you," and that during Tamar ain't nothing but Lil Wayne Jr. That's all he is, Lil Wayne Jr. But he all got his feelings caught up in that girl. He gonna get hurt by Brittany, but he sort of know the ropes from his daddy. But I can't wait to like Wayne found out about just look that scene made my day when he went off on hit that girl mama and her auntie, that snobby behind auntie. I can't stand her. But baby, when he find out Brittany and Tamar is out here bumping and grinding, right? He just like his daddy. He gonna flip because you know he don't. Wayne don't trust Brittany at all. We shouldn't because keep forgetting. And say, Mom better be careful because Brittany is a killer. She don't off somebody. So, and she getting her little feelings wrapped up in this young man and her friend. What y'all think about the friend? Do y'all think the friend gay or do you think the friend just jealous? Because at one point you pushing them to be together, and now it seems like you bothered because they always around each other. He doesn't want her face email her. Yes. She was hurt about that. Shayla seen the thing. Every man that done been with her just never can get over her. She's so self-absorbed about herself. Um, that man don't care. He don't want you. That ain't his child either. He don't want you. Go ahead and be happy with Anthony. And I honestly feel that not Amber. I honestly feel that Anthony does love Shayla. The thing is, Shayla only love him for his money. But he really does love her, and he finna find out his karma gonna be that Shayla gonna cheat on him and do the same thing with him like she did with him. She gonna cheat with him with another man. It ain't gonna be the baby because the baby is definitely his, but it's her loyalty because she feels like she just has to be wanted. So once she's the type of woman, once she got what she wants, she ain't really satisfied. So she going to go after whomever, and that's gonna be Anthony's karma. Shayla gonna cheat on him because she's just there for the money. But I honestly think he's there because he cared for her because she was there for him when Amber really wasn't. You know, she was there for him. And at one point, Amber really was just there for his money, although it fell in love with him eventually. She was there for the money because she loved him. Jasmine and Shella both use art. Right. Right. Now that Jasmine is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But I think Arby gonna get with that, which It's just like he jumped out of one flame and into the fire. Old girl, old girl's auntie, cause he like her. Baby, he was like, "Man, stop being so rude and let's show him around the house." Baby, Arby was checking her out. Hear me? That's gonna be his new baby mama, cause Arby just like his brother, dropping kid after kid. Um, so he ain't thinking about no Shayla. Uh, but that Jocelyn and Sonny about to fall out because you know Jocelyn, she is that NFL player, but he all into Sonny. So that's gonna be another Terry two time all over again. Which I don't understand why they wrote Dom out of the picture because she owes Jocelyn an apology. Ernestine hunching on Trey in the chicken coop, right? Them two, J gonna take them both out of here. You hear me? Yeah. He done lost the love of his life. Melissa behind chasing the married woman, Ernestine. He finna ex both of them about him. But remember, Trey. Now I like this. Trey a little cutie. But remember, Trey was doing dirt behind J Mo's back. He had started his own. J Mo think Trey really ain't got nothing, but Trey really got more than what he's acting on because he took part of J Mo stuff and started his own thing. So he got a little smarts about himself, but he is falling hard for that skanky behind Ernestine. And baby, she's never satisfied with nobody. That girl is never satisfied. You seen that one when she called Trey Jay, I mean James, I mean Trey. I said, God darn girl, you know with so many men, you can't even first keep up with who you with. And still a married woman. Still ain't got no divorce. And they done rolled off Jay with old Miss Nadia. They done bought our girl back though. She a rapper. Talking about me, Nikki. She an actual rapper, and that girl can rap too. Nichelle. I said, are they gonna bring back Courtney because you know Ralphie had a thing for her. I did not like how I did these. I did not mean to do it, but since I did the other one like that, I had to do this one like that. My little ruffle. I hate leaving my workspace dirty, so I gotta clean this stuff up before I go. Leave it up out of here. Yeah, they done bought Nichelle back. And then Angela but almost busted on D and Raquel. Baby, she gonna go upside that head when she find out Raquel around here bumping and grinding with her son and her ex-man. Now she know about that man because they trying to set him up. But her baby, D, Angela gonna put you to sleep, girl. I don't know who Raquel thinks she is playing around with that woman's son. And they kind of like kind of Tamara ain't been around. I mean, they've been showing that darn what's that guy name? The council, but they ain't been showing Tamara. Jeremy and Shell have a small role in a Netflix movie called. I've been trying to watch that. My daughter, I don't have Netflix because I haven't been watching. My daughter gave me hers so I can sign on hers, but it didn't work. I've been trying to get back with her to find out what is your passcode because girl, you sent me something that wasn't right. Because she the one who told me about it. And she was like, Mom, you need to watch this. You need to watch it. And she sent me the wrong gotten her passcode. Can't get in there. So hopefully I can get in contact with her tomorrow so I could watch it because I keep hearing good and bad. Like some people saying like Tyler Perry always got the black woman looking bad, and then some people know it's just a true struggle of a black woman and the ups and downs and the struggles that we had. So I'm really interested in seeing it. I heard Trey was in something too. I was reading some comments about him. They said he's in a movie as well. All right, y'all, don't be shy. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Let this algorithm know we having a good old time up in here, up in here, up in here. I gotta start doing like little games and stuff with y'all. Um, but I need to get mine on here earlier. That darn clone CV, he got me up. No, he ain't got me up this late, but he got me used to doing it, going to his lives, and he had something going on within his family. He had some stuff. Somebody had passed, I think. So y'all keep him in y'all prayers. Mama Brenda has produced her own live stage play. For real or on Country Wayne or in real life? Diddy diddy diddy, can't you see? Sometimes your words they hypnotize me. Hey, diddy diddy diddy. Man, I watched this thing with him, this documentary with him, and it was basically saying he had Biggie off, and then he took every idea Biggie had and made it into his own, and got all that man money. So they said that clothing line and everything, all that was Biggie idea. That was not his. An evil man, just evil, evil man. Tomorrow I will be working on this red bonnet. It's already cut. I just gotta sew it up. But this one will be on my site tomorrow. Mine all these stickers. It'll be a little red bonnet. Normally I try to do the bonnets with two different like patterns, like but so it can be interchangeable. But I'm only gonna have this one color for this one. Uh, but I thought it was so cute. I had picked it up earlier today, and I accidentally folded it like this. Oh God, like a little rose. It's so cute. She is selling tickets on Eventbrite and T-shirts. Mama Brenda? Oh, in real life. Okay, we gotta check that out. So it's a stage play. Well, that's good, Phil. Phil got his mama acting in skits and stuff like that because that's his real mama. Those are real sons, and that's his real mama. Let me turn it off. Looking forward to seeing your complete bonnet. Oh, thank you. Well, I got a little kids one. Hold on. I had made this little kids one that I had put up. So I got the little kids bonnet that I made. And this is what I was saying. Like, normally I have an interchanging bonnet. But that one is an adult one. So that one's gonna be something similar to this one. But when I did that skit that I was acting like all those people, I messed this one up. So this will be a personal one. But normally this how the bonnets look. And then it has it normally be interchangeable. So I normally have two colors, but this one is not for sale. That's why this one is not on the website because I wore this one in when I did my skit where I had the multiple people at Raja this or Raja that. Yeah. And I think this was Lisa, not Coach Jan. Yeah, this one I had on her head. I gotta pick back up on that skit that I was doing. Yeah, but that's what those look like. Yeah, it's silk. All my bonnets are silk. Um, or either the do rag material, that interchangeable one, the red and black one with the black triangle. That one is like you can interchange it, but the material for the black side is like what a do rag actually feels like. So it's like a do rag. But it's silk on the other side, and it's interchangeable. You can wear it either way. And then I'm thinking about making one with the look. Now that one it fit. It just fit. It snuck to your head because of the elastic. But I think I'm gonna make a couple of them where it does the tie versus the elastic. Because I really don't care for bonnets. My kids, my grandkids be wearing them, so that's what got me to making them. In fact, when I had made my first one, I put one that was all cracking up because they were like, "Mama got on the bonnet." And I was like, "I made it." But I think I'm gonna do the one with the tie or the bow on the top of it, like I did for my granddaughter. I haven't. I'm gonna have to post that on a shorts. Yeah, I can see it. Cool. COVID, I was buying face masks on Etsy a lot. I'm on Etsy too. I'm on Etsy under Tamir Divine Creation as well. But Etsy is sort of slow. But it could be because I literally I had started my Etsy last year right before I went to Alabama to help my brother when he had got burnt, and then I kind of fell off from it, and when I wasn't doing it, so that could be partially my fault because I really wasn't doing it the way I should have been doing it. But it just seemed like it's just slower on Etsy. I don't know. Hey, Star Bomb, how you doing? So but I went ahead and I put the Shopify up because they say the Shopify works a whole lot better than than Etsy. But hey, I'm trying to get my products out. So Etsy, Shopify. I'm gonna do many commercials on here. Like I got it on Instagram. I'm doing it on Facebook. So the more and more I get it out there, hopefully the more and more my sales pick up. So get that going. Your country, Starbomb, where you from? That's what Omar asking you. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to start doing some games in here. Like I think we did one of we did one game where we was Little Wayne sucked. Yeah, they all got some issues right now. I heard that album that he released that everybody said it sounded bad. But like the comedian Sharon King said, he said, hey, all these albums that man been putting out all these years and everybody been loving, y'all owe him one bad one. So hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing like games on here. Um like name that song or whatever. I'm going to Busch Garden in Williamsburg. You know, I ain't even been. Oh, well, happy birthday! I haven't even been to Busch Garden in Tampa, and it's literally right down the street from where I stay at back home. Um, it's like a big zoo, ain't it? Like just a zoo with some rides. I can't stand the zoo. Have a happy birthday, Starbomb. Yeah, enjoy yourself, honey. Oh, all right, y'all. Well, I'm about to go jump in this bed. My birthday is at the end of the month, June 27th. Okay. We'll be looking forward to saying you happy birthday to. How old are you gonna be? How old are you? Well, how old are you gonna be? 12. It's 2:32 in the morning. Shouldn't you be in the bed? Stop playing tarot cards. Who playing tarot cards, Mama? Mm-mm. I know you ain't telling me this. I'm not playing that mess. I don't play around with foolishness. Sure don't. All right, y'all. Well, my eyes about to start closing. I'm trying to hold them up sitting here talking to y'all, especially since I ain't fumbling around with my hands. As always, be your brothers and your sisters keeper. Keep God first. I'll see y'all on the next live, y'all. Toodles. Good night.